Hey guys, this is Pedro from Japan and welcome to a brand new video. Today I want to show you the progress of the creation of my map for my first RPG game. And as you can see here, this is just a small chunk of all I have to do in terms of the map. I've been working on this for the last 2 weeks, but I still have this much to create. It's quite a lot, right? But yeah, just wanted to show you guys what I have so far and also explain why I chose to use SVG to create the map. As you know, I mostly use Blender to create my game objects, and everything that I'm pretty much creating for my game is being done through Blender. But I decided to create the map or design the map using an SVG file because I feel like it makes my workflow a bit faster. And just as a quick example, I'm going to show you how I came across creating these roads. Say for example, if I was making a new road, I would just have to come here and do this, obviously with more details than this. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to do with just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clicks, and I pretty much have the structure of a road here. Now, it's not to say that I wouldn't be able to do the same thing with Blender, but it's just that I personally feel like it's more intuitive to do it on this side, using this program instead. And then once I'm happy with the whole thing, I just export it as an SVG file, and each and every path will be recognized in Blender once I import it as a curve. Then from that point forward, you have two options, which are either convert curves into objects or adding an object to each curve, which is what I did, because if I convert the curve into an object, then I can make further adjustments to the curve only to the new object. Whereas if I add an object to each curve, I can make further adjustments to the object without having to affect the curve. So I decided to assign plane meshes to each curve. As you saw in the beginning, right now it has no texture, but once you change it into material view, you can see that there's textures and planes on top of the paths. And for someone who doesn't know how to do this, say for example, you add a plane to your view and then select that plane, come to the modifiers here. You can either go straight into curve, then from the curve object, you can press and select the curve you want it to be assigned to, and it will automatically jump from here to where the curve is. And before you add the curve modifier, you should add an array. So this should be on top of the curve. First you add the array, then you add how many repetitions do you want for that particular plane, and then you add the curve modifier as I have down here, which obviously I'm not using at the moment. This is just to explain it to you guys. But yeah, that's basically how you do it. The advantage of doing it this way, say for example, if I had it already assigned to a curve, I could still come to the edit mode on this plane and then make the adjustments that I need to make, and that wouldn't affect the curve. That's why I personally think that this is a much better approach, because if this object was the curve, then there's no way to go back after you make the adjustments. So by using this method, then it gives you more flexibility. You have a plane here, you could have a circle, you could have whatever it is. Say for example, if you was using lampposts, you could add an array modifier down here, and the process is exactly the same. So the next thing I've done was, as you can see right now, this looks very flat. So I decided to subdivide the plane. By doing that, I have access to this vertex that I can drag up and down vertically or horizontally if I need it. You don't have to do this to every single part. If you just want a specific plane to be affected by it, you will have to come here once you're done building the road, click apply to that particular modifier. So in this case would be the array modifier, not the curve. And then from that point forward, you will be able to access individually the plane that you want to make the adjustments. Because if you would do it without applying the modifier first, all the adjustments that you would make on this particular plane would be shown in all the repetitions. So I don't know if I'm making myself understood, but I think you get the point. You may rewind this video and then try make sense of what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so far that's what I've done. At first I was thinking about making the roads as a puzzle, pretty much like having modular roads, but for what I want to do, it just doesn't feel like it's the right approach. So yeah, decided to do it in a different way, having something that's more, I wouldn't say unique, even though it is unique, but it's specifically tailored for the map that I'm building. Yeah, I figured that the best way to do it is to create it this way. It makes it more realistic. The curves are more natural, and yeah, that's what I have so far. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you find something in this video that's useful to you. If you have any critiques, please let me know in the comments below. I'm more than happy to hear from you guys. If you have any questions, any doubts, again, I'm more than happy to answer. And with that being said, I see you guys in the next video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Take care.